H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. Excuse me, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, and and New Orleans. Sorry so much about that, sir. And New Orleans, it got me at the wrong time. Coming to you live from Houston and New Orleans. But today is Thursday. It's Baby Friday. We affectionately call it Baby Friday. And because Shop is not aired on Friday. So guess what we do? We air a show. Thank you, Bodanica. Thank you so much. So we just say Thursday is our Friday. Okay, so Baby Friday. Chris Walker and Jim Hicks will be joining me in a little bit. They are on site in New Orleans, but let me get this out of the way and recognize my starting five. Let's share the show. Hey, Bodanica, please share the show. Soon as you come on, share the show. If you're on YouTube, Jonathan Griffin, Jeremy Davis, you can share it with your your Twitter feed, or you can just copy it and then share it with your last five people that you text last night or text today. You know, people always call and bother. Send them the link. Send them the link. But let me shout out to my starting five today. Let me see who they are. Let me go back up to the top. Rod Wells is in the building. Thaddeus Moody is in the building. Corey Willis is in the building. Chris Charles is in the building. Daryl Anderson is in the building. Wait a minute, man. Y'all where the women at? I don't like to see all you do. And the sixth man of the day is D. Holcomb. Oh, there go Dale Griggs. Okay, thank you, Dale. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Dale. Thank you. Hey, Sonya. Bodanica. Okay, John. But you know, it's gonna be. We're gonna have fun today. I got something for you. I got something for you. But I'm trying to see where sometimes y'all you have so much inside of you, you just don't know. You know you can't get it all out. Then you got to squeeze it into a show, in a 2-hour show. So it's things I saw. And I was just wondering, what's up, Dedrick Carr? I got a question. How many? Don't go Google. Don't go do all of that. Because I didn't know it until last night. Hey, Karen Roach. Do anybody know without Googling? Okay? Without Googling. Because I'm just trying to see. Was it just me? Was it me? Hey, Kim. Is it any Trey Phillips? Okay, I can let it. Because I just want to know. Does anybody but me know what C-SPAN mean? Tyrone Caldwell, don't Google it. Just let me know if you did, if you're not. It's not. What does C-SPAN mean? What does it mean? I just found out last night. So don't go cheat. Don't go Google. How many of y'all knew what it meant? I didn't know till last night what the letters of C-SPAN mean. And I learned this morning. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. You know you're going to learn today, Thaddeus. It's unique. Thaddeus, I've been hearing about it and looking at it. I always watch C-SPAN because they give you uncut. They serve the people. Yes, it's a show. Yeah. But no. It's a cable show. C-SPAN. It's not. They're not on there to get ratings. They're not like CNN and all these Fox and all that. It's just like the other day. That's how I watched the ceremony commemorating the signing of the Emmett Till anti-lynching law. Thaddeus Moody said he ready to know what it is. I know that. And all it means is, I never knew it. I'm days old. It's Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network. Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network. We know what it is. I said, do you know what C-SPAN stand for? The letter C-SPAN. C-SPAN. Until this morning, I did not know that at all. Man, I never thought about what it was. I never thought about it even, Trey, that's why I'm bringing it to y'all's attention. I never thought about it, and it's just something. Dedrick, he was way off. Dedrick, I probably was far off than you were. Hey, no. We know what it means. I just told you what we was trying to find out is what C-SPAN stands for. And I'm going to repeat, Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network. What's up, Reginald Simpson? So I learned something today. Let me see. What did he say? That interview with Coach Jess was awesome. I would let my kid play for her any day. Thank you, man. Craig Bonham. Craig Bonham. And I loved the coach interview yesterday, and I love it, and I love it. But we got to get smart. I want us to be smarter on this show. Let's go and learn more about Coach, okay? It's not fair. I know first impression is good, but go learn some more, because she said it's some people that might like her and some people are not like, might not agree with her. It's some people. So, but I saw some today. So I know we bring guests on this show, and of course, they're going to put their best foot forward on this show. This is a great place to be on the show, but I want y'all to research them further. Because somebody was telling me one day, a coach came on here one day, and not to say coach with some, and found out some stuff that the coach wasn't saying, what altogether what it was. And it was some indictment on us because we brought him on the show. You follow me? So I just want y'all to listen with a third ear. I don't want y'all to I don't want us to get too low on stuff, and I don't want us to get too high. Our job is to feed the people. Yes, feed the people. So let me see what else I got. What else I said? I got. We got a lot of stuff going on in the news, right? Got a lot of stuff going on. But I've been seeing some stuff, these headlines on the news. I'm just show you how the news is, okay? Show you how the news is. I'm seeing all these celebrities running their mouth about Will Smith, the white celebrities. And but I ain't seen none do no exclusive interviews about the January the 6th insurrection. All these people, they got their mouth running. I ain't seen nobody they doing exclusive interviews about Will Smith. I'm just bringing some stuff to y'all's attention. Then I look at mainstream media yesterday, Ed Russell. I see a lot of newspapers have stories about Hunter Biden's laptop and some guy named Madison Cawthorn's orgies. He had some orgies sometime, I don't know. But nothing on the 7th hour gap that the president phone went silent. I guess they moved on from it. Think about it, y'all. Some of y'all didn't hear about the president's gap until I told y'all the other day. 7 hours, the president of the United States cannot have a phone records missing because everything he does in that public office, we pay him. That's a public office. It's a public record. I'm just telling y'all to look out for mainstream media. Then I go, keep going. Then I see this thing about Antonio Brown this morning, y'all. I ain't gonna spend long on him. But he said, y'all help me. Michael Anderson, what's up, Rob? He wonders why there are wide receivers out there get big contracts and he's not. I'm gonna take a sip on that one. Antonio Brown, Mr. Walk-Off Todd, Mr. Walk off the field, take his shirt off, trot off the field. He said, I still feel like I can put up big numbers. And I see what these other guys are getting paid. I'm just wondering, Why my value is upheld as the same. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just Darcy Melton, my alma mater, have to be very blessed. To have, would be very. Oh, well, of course, yes, 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 yes. I'm just making y'all. And then I saw something else, Seneca. Chris Walker and Jim Hicks are down already. They done touched ground. Chris Walker's in like a little conference call in a meeting right now. No, I mean I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's just it's crazy. It's great. But somebody sent me this morning, Mindy, and some of us might need this. Share the show, so because some of your friends might need this. They said never let what you hear about somebody change how you view them because you might be hearing it from a hater. Did y'all get that? Landon, did you get that? I thought that was nice. Never let somebody never let what you hear about somebody. Don't never let Landon. I ain't gonna let nobody come and tell me about you, Landon. I ain't gonna let them change my view about you because I might have heard it from a hater. Yes, he did say that. He did say it. Uh, uh, I thought about that today, y'all. Imagine Sonya D. Think about that, man. No. Just think about that. Yes, Final Four will be in Houston next year. Absolutely. Think about that, Jeffrey Day. Think about how guilty you've been of that. Letting somebody come tell you something about somebody that changed your view of them. Because that person might be a hater. Thought about that. Let me tell y'all something. I was in constant prayer last night for this basketball community, summer basketball community. Gerald Woods, it's a lot of stuff from the pit of hell is going on in this summer grassroots basketball around the country. In Houston, too. In Dallas, too. Parents, your actions are affecting our kids. Your actions these decisions, not mistakes. Your ass ain't made no mistakes. You're making improper decisions. They're hurting our kids. Oh, I made them. No, not a mistake. Improper decision. Mistake is some. Oh, y'all making decisions that's affecting y'all kids. Not gonna go too far into it, but like I say, I was in constant prayer last night, and I was thinking about it. Got to cut that stuff out, man. We got to cut. I'm serious. I'm serious in a heart attack. Um, just thinking about something, man. A lot of these kids just can't take another hit. I keep telling y'all about the trauma. 22, they said 20%, 22% of the American inmates have been diagnosed with a mental illness. Let me share something with y'all. Yeah, I pivoted because I just wanted to let people know and pray for the summer basketball community all over the country, Houston, because it's these grown-ups are making uh, they're making decisions that are affecting the kids. Okay, I'm so serious about that. So let me get. I was thinking about the other day. Meant to share this with y'all the other day. The shots fired by Vladimir Putin at the Ukraine have ricocheted and hit the American gas pump. Man, I don't know about y'all, but some people have cars with big tanks, and it's $100 to fill up your car. History has been made with this being the highest price we have ever paid for petroleum at $7 a gallon. People are exploring resuming working from home, carpooling, and opting to explore electric alternatives. Go try to buy a Tesla right now. Walking through domestic economics, I had no clue how the hike impacts everything in the ecosystem of consumerism. Plane tickets are about to soar. Groceries are going to gouge out the eyes of your income. Electronics are going to escalate, and car prices may very well crash the market. In essence, anything that requires import, whether truck, ship, aircraft, the price of oil impacts. It's going to impact you people in the summer who's going to all these summer basketball, going to impact the people going to. Have y'all seen the hotels prices in Orlando? Have y'all seen? Just go, let's go. Try to get you a hotel. I'm talking about, I mean, you can find your hotel, but kind of hotels that some people stay, man, a hotel I used to pay $200 for is $900 a night now. From a micro perspective, think about how most of the public people in public housing who don't have access to their own transportation, how that spills over into their everyday lives. They have to drive farther just to get fresh vegetables. Hence, we have an urban food desert. They are distanced from competitive schools. They're not near adequate health care. Talking about around the country. Y'all just not think Houston. Y'all got to understand, I think globally. And they are not in proximity of purposeful employment. Forbes magazine saying having access to your own transportation raises your income 17%. See, when I talk about America, and I'm talking about us voting, and I'm talking about us using our power to vote in blocks and stuff like that, I'm gonna share that with you in just a minute. But most of those people in public housings don't have a car. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all hear me on this one. The worst form of violence is not what Will Smith did the other night. The worst form of violence is poverty. And all these people, they get in the office talking about, I'm going to get tough on crime. I'm going to get tough on crime. Have you ever noticed their ass ain't never said, let's get tough on poverty? Poverty is the worst form of violence. Why don't they get tough on poverty? What's up, Mustafa? I tried to tell y'all. Look what Kevin Freeman just put on the screen. Now that's gouging right there. That's right there. That's price gouging right there. But you got to realize, pandemic, them folks they trying to come up. So I was listening to this guy the other night, man. I ain't gonna call his name out. I got the information, but I was just listening to him. I don't know how true all of this is, but I was just listening to him. Look at it. See, Mustafa, thank you. Mustafa, I just said that. Landon, thank you. Landon. See, Landon, we got to think about this, Landon. When we voting, Landon, it's a reason I'm trying to make sure this chop shop be strong. All of us, I'm trying to make sure we tough. We can't be no punks. We can't be no sick. We got to be tough, man. We got to be smart, nimble. It's not the money. It's the culture. Trina. I talking to some Chinese people. They was talking about they are raised to buy only from their own people. They only work for their own people. Just listen. I know y'all. Just listen. Chinese said, we will never hire any black folks. You never go into many Chinese restaurants and the Chinese or Chinese anything and find black folk working in there. They said we only hire our people. What's up, Jay? Put that do your thing there. Thank you. Thank you, Mustafa. We only buy from our own people. We only hire our own people. We only support our own people. Listen, but black folk would buy from anybody and everybody. I'm talking about me too. Long time ago. Smarter. Share the show right now. Everybody share it. This is something that all of us, your friends, need to hear. And hear over and over and over again. Because we don't have a code of conduct. Listen to me. I know it's a guy and watched on this show a million times. Check this out. He was having a party. He done heard me on this show. He was having a party. And he told me, man, I'm finna go buy the liquor for my party. Y'all listen to me now. You watch the show. You're around me. I'm finna go buy. But I'm going to the Army Depot to buy the liquor. I said, whoa, I got a brother, a guy who watched the chop shop, supports the chop. He got a liquor store. It's his. It's his. He the man. He the boss. He own it. He own it. This dude said, man, I already said I already was gonna go to the Army Depot. The Army Depot ain't never did nothing for your black ass. But his mind, he had a spirit of poverty. His mindset said, I'd rather go to the Army Depot and get $2 off than to go and talk to a guy that I was going to send him to who owned the place, probably could have gave whatever. But I don't even go for people. I never go to nobody and ask them for no discount. Ever. We need to stop doing that. It's pay. Because when you own something, you want people to pay. Listen, y'all, did y'all hear what I just said? It never crossed his mind. I didn't know about the dude, and he know the guy. Got a shot. But he was so conditioned, I'm finna go to the Army Depot. And his ass ain't even been in the Army. Y'all got to hear me on this, ladies and gentlemen. Jeffrey Day. Because we don't have a code of conduct, it doesn't mean anything to us. That's why we all can't get ahead. That's why I wasn't too talking negative about Will Smith. I told y'all I was going to come back on Monday and give y'all a spiritual dive into it. Enough people don't already hate on him and talk about him. The hell I look like talking about him. I know one thing. That guy who slapped that guy, it's something be going on in our lives. And sometimes I got to read y'all this thing one day. So I was reading this psychologist report. How stuff just boil up and boil up and boil up inside of you. You don't never know when it's going to bust. Share the show. Y'all, this need to be shared. These guys going to come on in a minute talking about this, but I got to give y'all this. Jimmy and them going to come on in a little bit. I don't even want to hear about the crab in the bucket. I don't know about no crab in the bucket because I ain't no crab. And my people ain't no crabs. My people just don't understand a P. Brick Hill. It ain't that they crabs. They just don't know. They just don't know. I didn't know any better at first. This is a learned response. My mom and dad had to be entrepreneurs, so I understood you got the black community. You got to give. You got to support them. I sit up here and tell y'all about James Harden Restaurant. Y'all frown up at me talking, I don't like him because he left Houston. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Because he left Houston. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You don't know your ass. That was between him and the owner. But nobody never got mad at the owner. I ain't never heard nobody say, I don't like Kilman for Tita. James Harden came to him. I told y'all the story. I said, Tita, you done let Daryl Morey go. Get out of his contract. You fired my coach. I don't want to be part of no rebuild. Man, send me away. Let me go. Trade me to Philly with Daryl and Tad Brown. And guess what? I'll come back and play with Houston later. I got a restaurant there, my mama there, my sister there, my family there. I'm coming back to Houston. Man, you my property. I do what I want to. I don't care. Gerald Woods. See, that was what he did to somebody. See what I'm talking about? Listen to me. Show these people just don't get it. Because we don't have a code of conduct. Doesn't mean anything to you. That's why you can't get ahead. Well, because you don't play as a team. We all play as individuals. He offended my friend. My friend, my. We play as individuals. We don't play as a team. And you listen to the black activists on the streets who's saying, hey, we're not a monolithic people. Just because he did it don't mean we got to do it. He was wrong. All of us should play as a team. Even if you don't like something that the group is going to do, you should play along with the team so you have team power. Everybody ain't going to like it. Martin Luther King didn't like what Malcolm X was doing. Malcolm X didn't like what Michael, all of them. That's why they divided them and picked them off one at a time. Bam. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. There's wealth and power. Wealth and power follows numbers. Wealth and power follows numbers. Wealth and power follows numbers. If you don't have a lot of black folks with you and you're not pooling your money together, pooling your votes together, pooling your attention, your interest together, pooling your attention together, pooling your label together, those other people gonna always be able to just pick you clean. They'll be able to pick you clean. But I'm gonna take a quick break right now. I just want us to understand. I understand. Well, I didn't want to make this about James Harden. I'm talking about the principles. We got one of the best restaurants in the city, in this whole city. Just happen to be owned by a black man that's employing a lot of black people. And they like their boss. Sometimes we just got to come back together and say, hey, man, I was wrong. I was right. I was wrong. And we got to get this thing right, man. Got to get this thing right. Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute.
Here's a list of upcoming events on all ticket attractions. Ice Cream and Friends at the Smart Financial Center. The last 4 remaining home Houston Rockets games at Toyota Center. Alice in Chains at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. Shingyong at the Worthing Theater. The No Cap Comedy Tour at the NRG Arena. And many more. If you don't see your event here, text, Facebook, or Instagram all ticket attractions to secure tickets for your favorite events. Now back to the Chop Shop with Hatter and Hicks, your midday sports happy hour.
Welcome back, man. I just had to share that with y'all, man, because we just got to be together. We got to get together. When I read what's going on around this country, man, we got guys who working. Listen, y'all, we got a guy that's working at a hotel, sitting behind his hotel, sitting behind his counter, sit behind his counter. He refused a belligerent, racist white dude service. And the dude came back and attacked the brother. And the brother whooped his ass. The brother got arrested and lost his job. And we around here worried about. Google it. I got it somewhere. I just didn't want to play it because it just broke my heart. Man, sitting at his job. We worried about a little slap. And everybody want to talk about a slap. This dude came and assaulted this man on his job. And he assaulted the wrong dude because dude put his hands on his behind. And they arrest the brother. But they know they can do us like that because we don't have power. Because we're going to always have somebody where I don't like him because he did something to my friend. I don't like him. Man, it's going to be always somebody going to do something to somebody. Going to do something. Life, that's life. But I saw something. I wanted to share this with y'all. I'm trying to find it. I want to make sure because I saw it and I meant to talk about it yesterday. But I think I got it on video. I want y'all to see something. Take a look at this. And I hope NBA don't take me off of this, but I want to share something with y'all.
Bruce, the idea that now you guys are actually the 11th seed, so you're out of the playing game. What changes going forward?
Nothing, man. Nothing.
Then why is that?
Because it doesn't. What does it change? We still got games to play. Other teams still got games to play. We still got to play teams that's above us in the play-in. Don't really change much.
Thank you, Russ.
Did y'all see that? Talk to me. Comments. Comment. That was Brad Turner. Respected journey. When I tell you respected journey, it's just, was he badgering him? Or should I play it again? What's up, Jason Peters? Or should I, what? See, I want to understand this because you got to understand, I've lived in this world for 30 years. And I probably would have been fired a long time ago from Russell Westbrook. He would have fired me. Because I refuse to sit up there and be part of that. LeBron's not there. Anthony Davis not there. You, Russell Westbrook, we got to ask you questions. I'm just waiting on your comments. Did he ask him anything out of the way? I didn't like his condescending ass attitude. Ricky Scott, I ain't worried about him not throwing no damn body under the bus. Condescending. It's a brother talking to him. Ricky Scott. Worried about him throwing no damn body under the bus. He can't throw nobody under the bus. The way he didn't say he stunk it up. for this whole year. He ain't said nothing about that. Brad Turner is a national treasure to me. I like how protect Brad Turner at all costs. That's who that guy is. Let me tell you a story about Brad Turner. This guy. Respected journalist. He was doing journalism before this boy ever played a basketball game. 20 years ago, at a Lakers game, Denzel Washington doing timeouts would come over to courtside and talk to Brad Turner, ask him about basketball and what's going on. This dude that respected. In the off season, this dude Brad Turner, he don't live in LA in off season. He lives in Paris. That's all you need to know is how he handled his business. He lived in Paris in off season. Russell, all you got to say, bruh, is I need to do better. I need to do better. That's all. I'm trying. I had some notes from this, but I really wanted to hear what y'all. He said all Russ had to say was, "I really don't have an answer right now." You don't ask that man the question, and the man said, "Dude, you the pro." See, it's crazy. It's crazy. I guess what I'm going to do today is give media training 101. Okay? Guess I'll do it. Media training 101. Okay? Listen, that's the problem. Russ does not want to take any. Sidney Ship, Kenneth Lawson, media training. Thank y'all for y'all comments, man. Let me put y'all comments up there. Let me put all y'all comments up there. I want people to know what my guy's saying. We got some smart guys on this feed. My name might be in the way. These guys just made these comments. Okay? Trina said you got to take the good with the bad. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Thaddeus Moody had a good one too. He said, simple question from a respectable journalist. Even Thad Moody know who this dude. Brad Turner's a bad dude, y'all. This wasn't no Jeff Calkins asking Penny a stupid ass question. This Brad Turner. Got to start respecting each other, man. First of all, this media training 101. Make sure your kids get this. Share the show. Make sure your kids get this. Have some awareness. Understand the tone and tact matters when you're delivering your post-game press conference address. This is what we tell our guys. For 30 years, that's what I've been telling guys. The fact that you answer a question with a question in the fashion that he did, Russ, don't do that. There's no reason to be passive aggressive against the media members. They not treating you the way them clowns was treating Naomi Osaka, and they was tearing her head off. You Russ Westbrook, MVP. When they ask you what's wrong, it's media. Give them an honest assessment. That's how you get them off the hook. If you don't have an answer, just say you don't have an answer. Don't go ask him him to answer. But this who Russ has always been. Media training. Listen, if a media member asks you a question about what needs to change, and you say, absolutely, absolutely need to be better. Where does the conversation go then? Nowhere. Kenneth Lofton, y'all asking me questions, right? First thing I said, I absolutely have to get better. They ain't gonna say nothing else. That's how you shut the media up. Now, where my girls at? Trina, I need y'all. I need more women today. I meant to do this yesterday, but we had it short because the guests were so great. It was short. I need to talk to my girls today. Trina said Russ is taking his frustration out on the media. He really looked bad because Bron over there on the bench pounding and laughing. Girl, Trina, you something else. But where my girls at? Where my girls? Where my women? Women come to the front of the room. I saw something I meant to share with y'all yesterday. Me and y'all can talk about it too, because they got something to do with y'all. But you know how I feel about the ladies. I saw this letter. It said, do you have any advice for her? All right, this is what I want y'all to do now. Do you have any advice for this lady I'm finna read this letter about? Okay. Do you have any advice? That's the ground rules. Because I know some of y'all about to get crazy. Thank God Herb Baker ain't on here yet. So let me do this before he get on. Let me see what time it is. Christian will be on here shortly. Let me give it to you right quick. I don't know if I'm being petty here, but I feel like I'm not. Just the letter, the lady. So my ex-husband remarried and has kids with his wife, his new wife. She owns a business, and I found out that she makes almost $1 million a year. I'm sorry, y'all. My ex works, and he gives me $900 a month in child support for our daughter. But I don't think that's fair. I told him that it would be nice if he sent me more for my daughter. He told me that that is his wife, that his wife and his accounts are not together. But honestly, I want to take him and his wife to court to get more, to get the max amount I can get for my daughter. I work from home, and my husband is in the army, but we are struggling. It would be nice to have that additional income that my daughter deserves. What do you guys think? Hello? Hello? Trina said, yes, she been. You got any advice? I can't make this up. I can't make this up. She got a husband. Alpha, y'all help me. Sean, where my women? Even Trina says she being petty. Why is it? Y'all, this is what I got. This is where I'm mixed up. This is where I'm mixed up, Troy. Troy, y'all got to help me. You got a husband, a whole new husband. He got a whole new wife. Just because that wife is blessed to have a great business, what has that got to do with the daughter. $900. Yes, $900. Trina, boy, I'm glad to have Trina back. Trina, where you been, baby? Trina. Dr. Newsom, let me hear what you got to say. Keisha, I was wondering where y'all been, man. I be needing to hear my girls talk about this. She should want to give his daughter more. He should want, but his new wife is not obligated. Absolutely. We don't, but now she took him to court. She said, I'm a woman and I'm sorry, but that's not her child. The baby mama out of line. She better. See, thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Keisha. I'm glad somebody out here talking. She keep getting that 900. That 900. Boy, Keisha, boy, you know where she from. Russ need to charge this season and to the game. Come back strong next year. Okay, I like that. He way back. This is a better letter than the strawberry letter on Steve Harvey. Man, I just saw this the other day. Y'all, this. I can't make this up. Can't make this up. Hold on, something else I had up here. Let me go. Chris Walker, other day, talking about women. Trina, I'm glad you're on here. Keisha, I'm glad y'all on here. Check this out.
Can a woman play in the NBA?
We're back to the hot take.
Can a woman play in the NBA? And tell me why.
I think a woman can. I think the greater question is will. Will it happen and when will it happen?
Okay.
Because I do think the W has grown. It continues to grow. The level of competition in the WNBA and these amazing women athletes is extraordinary. And so do I think that Diana Taurasi could go ball in an NBA game? Absolutely. There's multiple players that to me could hold their own and play and contribute. I 100% think that they can. The question to me is when would that happen? How would that happen?
I know I'm giving y'all a lot. What do y'all think? Jason Peters, no way. I like that. Selfish, self-centered, greedy, and all of the above thinking. Thinking. I like that. Child support is based on his income, right? Yes, Mindy. Mindy, what do y'all think about? Mindy, do you think a woman can play in the NBA, Sonya? Trina, I know you typing over there right now. What do y'all think? Got another video I want to play. I want y'all to comment on these videos. Share the show. I want y'all to comment. Got another one for you. It's NCAA season, right? Look how Kobe has influence over these young girls. Watch this.
Had a great relationship with the late, great, iconic Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi. What do you think he would say to you in this moment?
He would say, go and win this shit, Haley. That's what he would say. We not done. That's what he would say right there.
That's Haley Van Lyke from Louisville. You see how Kobe, hey, Brandon, you see how Kobe have so much influence over these young girls. That's how he talk. I like that. I got some videos I hadn't played for. Who is the lady under the hat? I hate that hat. That hat is squeezing her brain. Different levels to the game. Okay. See? I like that. Different levels to this game. I like that. Shout out again, too, to U of H. Because I played this at the end of the show yesterday. But I wanted to share this with y'all.
It's great to do something nice for the players. They've done so much for us and represented the city so well the last several years. So with the new NIL rules, we can pay the players a stipend. They can come out here and have fun, sign autographs, talk to the fans. So Saturday night, 5 to 10, Monday night, 5 to 10, right here at Gallery Furniture. Watch the exciting big games in New Orleans. At the same time, talk to these great Cougar players. Congratulate them for the tremendous year they had.
How did y'all like that? How did I don't know the name of the lady. I don't know the name of the lady. Chris mentioned her name yesterday. I don't know, Trina. I'll get it for you. I didn't put her name in there. My bad. I should have. What y'all think? Parents, I got something for y'all. Got something for y'all. For Jimmy and them come on. You know they always a little bit behind. I saw this the other day. Just giving us topics we can talk about.
There is no question that we evaluate parents with the prospects as much as we evaluate the prospect. I think it's fair to say that maybe we backed off offering a scholarship because I wasn't sure that I could communicate with the right way the parent when the young man was here. It's such a big part of the equation. So yes, I watch family reaction in the stands when I'm recruiting, and certainly I talk to the parents a lot in the process, just as much as I do the prospect, because I want to get their vibe. Because when we're in here and they're here with us, then you need them in with both feet and supportive through tough times. Young man's not playing much as a freshman. It's going to be hard. I think you have to talk about that all on the front end. I've had, for the most part, some great parents. And some of my best parents have been parents that played the game and understood, coach, here he is, coach him, get on his backside when you need to, pump him up. If you have any problems with him, you let me know. There's a lot of good in that theme. I don't know if we have as much of it from parents these days as we need, but can a parent, when you make this decision, give the young man over to the coach and the teachers and be supportive? It really makes it easy on the kid as far as being confident, trusting the teacher, trusting the coach, not having second thoughts. How do you talk to him after a game? Maybe he didn't play, maybe he didn't play well, maybe he didn't play as much as he thought. That is a big part of the young person's progression.
Interesting. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm just going through all of this stuff that I've been needing to play over the last few weeks. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about Jimmy Butler the other day. I think I played it already. But I was just thinking about how we have to get smarter and how we have to just use this platform and others like it to further our cause. I saw something the other night, kind of got to me, and I want to see what y'all thinking about. Come in on any of these topics. We'll talk about it. But check this out.
Market share. It was an amazing, really fun.
So what was your strategy at Universal?
Well, the strategy was to fill it with urban music. I don't think a record company can really be successful without urban music, the roots of our music. And we had Death Row. I bought Def Jam. We acquired Cash Money. And just with those three companies, we probably had 45% of all the urban music in America. That was it. And then all the cool kids wanted to come with us. So it was really fun.
So, I mean, it's interesting hearing that because it strikes me that you must have thought about a particular culture, about generating a particular culture at an organization like Universal. Can you talk us through what culture you tried to bring in?
Well, by culture, for me, getting that urban music was cultural, but I had my own culture.
And ladies and gentlemen, please know I have no problem with with the content. I have no problem with this gentleman smart enough to move on this very brilliant business plan, benefiting from the urban and black and brown talent. I have a problem with my brilliant African-American artists. not owning their own content and publishing, not understanding that the music business is first and foremost a business. Summer basketball is first and foremost a business. I played that for a reason, y'all. Allowing others to use the power and wealth they created to increase the overall health and wealth of communities, not their own. Summer basketball community, I've said on this show a million times. I walk in the gym. Predominantly of y'all in the gyms are black. But the people behind the scenes and a lot of other people other than Jimmy and other guys that give tournaments and stuff, you know, most of them are white. It's a black man's game and a white man's business. Then we got some people that give tournaments, don't give them well. If you're going to do something, man, do it good. No, do it great. I'm just thinking about it. Understand this, even if you want to distribute money like a socialist, you first have to collect money like a capitalist. We got to be able to get some money. Jimmy just chimed in. We got to be able to get some money first. I see you back there, Bob. You right on time, Doc. Let me see how you're looking. Let me see how you're looking. There you go. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up up there, man? What you doing up there, Doc?
Man, let me change my goggles.
Yeah, go on, do your thing. Do your thing.
It's Baby Friday, Chop Shop. I don't know, missing what you're talking about. Sorry, guys. We plan on getting in a little early. Got a surprise for you coming in just a second. And in the Big East. In this Big East. What I miss on? What's in the news today?
That, man, I bet you know I ain't gonna cover nothing that's in the mainstream news. I always dig up something. I always go in the muck, in the mire, and dig something out of the mud. I don't deal with, so you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Chris Walker's here. Where that little jerk? Hey, yeah. Hold on, Walk, you must be close by. Let me see. I'm trying to do something, y'all. Hold on. Let me see.
Okay.
No, you good.
I'm good because I'm on Jimmy's. I'm good. I got my volume down.
Oh, okay. Oh, they in the same building. Let me see how y'all look over there. Let me see how.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me get.
Hey, man.
You got a small. I'm too big in there. There we go.
Oh, hey, it's gonna be y'all too close together, man. Yeah.
It's reverb.
Yeah, y'all too close together. I know y'all won't take it.
Don't worry. I can fix all that.
Okay.
Go to a commercial.
Okay.
Get us both out. I got a solution. I was wondering.
Okay, let me get y'all out the way.
I'm gonna do a bull wing.
I got y'all off, man. Hey, I kind of like that what y'all was doing though. Let me mute them. Let me mute them. They gonna fix some stuff up together. They gonna fix some stuff up there together. I muted them. Y'all can still hear me though, right? But did y'all hear what I just said a minute ago? I let y'all off the hook. Even though you want to distribute money like a socialist, we going to get money and help people like a socialist. But guess what, y'all? We also got to first collect it like a capitalist. So that's all, man. I just want to show y'all we got an awesome opportunity, man. I saw Chris on the social media. He with Jay Wright. Him and Jay Wright is there. You know, every coach in the world, every coach in the country is there. And I'm gonna give maybe I'll let them call back in. They're coming back in. They're trying to fix some stuff up. But I saw some last night. I wanted to share with y'all about coaches that's going to the Final Four. Your young coaches, it's a guy put a guide out for y'all. If you're headed down there, all your young aspiring coaches, if you listen to the Chop Shop, I got something for you. This guy said, this is what you do. He said, the Final Four is a great convention, but can be tough for a young coach that is trying to meet new people. Hold on, let me see. Oh, look at them. Let me see what they doing. Let me see what y'all working with over there, Jimbo. Hold up, Jimmy. I'm trying to see something, Jimmy. I want to sign. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got it. Hold up, Jimmy. Hold up. I want to sign. That's okay, I got him. Yeah, I'm trying something too. Chris, I wish you could have been in another play. Okay, there you go. Yeah, say something. Oh, I got y'all muted. My bad. Hold on, my bad. Now, I'm sorry. I had muted y'all.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you good.
Now, we're on location in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the Final Four. We're at the Baldwin and Company bookstore, one of only 2 Black-owned bookstores, Black-authored bookstores in the entire city. So this thing right here, this place in the background you see behind us is a lot of people actually walking. They have a podcast studio in the bookstore, and you guys can see like these different microphones as Chris holding. It's another one right here, and what do we do? We freeze up a little bit, but anyway,
you good?
But anyway, it's a great ambiance in here, and this ironically is going to be the site of our big shindig during the happy hour today. And this is the NOLA Art Bar is adjacent to this bookstore. Once again, DJ Johnson is the proprietor, and a lot of college. This place is going to be flooded with college coaches and administrators today, this evening. It's going to be, I'm talking about like guys are wearing myself and Chris Walker out. Hey man, can we get an invite? Can we get an invite? And it's supposed to be something like it's like intimate, but this thing now it's like, ooh, do we have enough room for this thing?
How's the weather? How's the weather, Jim?
It's
How's
good.
the weather?
Yeah.
Look,
So if the weather good, you'll be able to go outside. Some people be able to be outside.
Man.
Yeah.
And they have a patio. People are sitting out there right now drinking mochas and coffees and whatnot. There's a coffee shop and inside the bookstore as well behind us. It's just gonna, it's probably about 67 degrees out here right now, right? The guests, just doing the playing human Ed, my inner Ed Brandon. The late great weatherman from ABC Network in Houston. But hey man, it's you can feel it. But you know what? I've confirmed already.
What?
C-Walk is totally biased. He's not letting nobody walk by him without letting them know that it's Villanova or nothing. Nobody else don't even exist at this Final Four. See, I'm talking about. He might have sing the fight song was over with.
Oh, he sung it one time. I was at the game with him. He was up there singing it. I said, "What the hell?"
We just chopped it up. I saw Avery Johnson a while ago. So I saw him earlier when I first arrived, and saw him and his lovely wife. Maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, we ran into and chopped up a little bit. But, hey, I see you. There you go. There you go, Hannah.
Hey, Chris. Hold up, Chris. If you had been on another thing, guess what I was going to do to you? If you had been on it, I was going to pop you up like this. Watch. You was going to pop up at the bottom like that. Oh, yeah. I ain't playing no games over here, man. What's happening?
Man, hey, and we saw Clark Kellogg and the GOAT, and he earlier. And I mean, like I say, it's everybody just waiting to man. The games is Saturday. You know, that can't come fast enough. But it's a lot of activity. I think, and this thing more important is economically what it's going to mean for the New Orleans as they're still recovering from the two hurricanes that have came through here, or floods, so to speak, that came through and embarked upon this city in the last 15 years or so. There are still houses, many properties down here that are boarded up and still spray painted and tagged up since the tragedies. Still, right now, I was watching, it was in an Uber car coming over. Countless properties. This city is, don't get it twisted, they are still in recovery mode. And, you know, New Orleans Saints can't do it by themselves.
Right.
You know,
because they sorry. Because they sorry. That's right.
But, gentlemen, I want to share with y'all something. Just take the people around. Y'all know, y'all done been to a lot of them. But just some, Jimmy, you came in at the airport, and I'm used to coming to them in the airport and seeing all the stuff at the airport, the road to the Final Four, everything, and people everywhere. At Final Four, you're seeing logos all over the place and everything. Jimmy, what was that feeling? Well, both of y'all came through the airport. What was the feeling in the airport? Chris, you came a day earlier. Jimmy, you came today on prime time. How did it feel? I used to love the land for the Super Bowl in the city. I used to love the land and see how the people greet you and everything for the NBA Finals, for certain events. Even for Formula One, when you come in that city, how were you greeted at the airport, Jimmy and Chris? The signage.
I came in the day before, so
I'm talking about the signage and all that kind of stuff. Huh?
Yeah. No, I came in the day before, so they really hadn't gotten started yet. Obviously, when you walk around downtown, you'll see, Carolina staying in this hotel, Kansas. Actually, I didn't see what Duke was saying. I saw Kansas at the JW, Carolina's at the Sheraton, Villanova's at the Marriott. Yeah. So I don't know where Duke's saying, but they're all right next to each other. So the fans are just right. The fans are right on top of each other,
and they know.
Yeah, today I suspect there will be a lot more people coming to town. The French Quarter was somewhat busy last night, but today, you won't be able to move. I don't know if anybody's ever been to the New Orleans during the Final Four, but you can't move. You have that long street. It's like getting into a crowded train. Like there's no movement, and it's a daiquiri spot on every corner. You love it. It's a daiquiri spot. You know the food drinks. It's a daiquiri spot everywhere.
And you tell them people at Harrah's, I'll be in telling people at Harrah's, that casino, I'll be there. Tell them to get them crap tables ready.
They took somebody money last night. I thought I saw Mike Epsler with in there last night. With a mask on. You can only do that with a mask on. Oh, man, take that mask off. Man.
No, don't tell that man to take no mask off. That's blasphemy.
Take that mask. He ain't that popular. Take that mask off.
I got something for y'all. Got another thing for y'all. I saw in a tweet, this guy, he's a coach, and he said to the young coaches, he had a message to the young coaches. So Chris and Jimmy, tell me, is this stuff helpful to the young coaches or not? I was just reading a couple. He gave a message to them. He said, if young coaches, if you're flying into the Final Four for the first time, he said he gave some advice for them. Okay, he said the Final Four is a great convention, but can be tough for a young coach that's trying to meet new people. 10 years ago, that was me, and it was rough. Here are a few suggestions from my experience. I hope it helped. Suggestion 1, Chris Walker, don't be a polo watcher. It's enough people looking at polos, that's the emblem on the shirt, to decide if they want to speak or not. Don't limit who you connect with based on level. Jimmy gave us a great analogy. He said, man, I used to always cater to the assistant coaches. He said, coach, yesterday's assistants going to be today's head coaches. And Jimmy, that worked out for you. They're using that. So that's one of the guys' named Chris. In other words, don't be a polo watcher. Is that good advice?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as far as like who you want to meet and connect with, because you don't ever know who that person knows. Like the guy, even though you may want to know the guy from Missouri, which is cool. The guy from Missouri's got a bunch of other friends that may be able to connect you to them as well. It may be more beneficial to know them. Bottom line is what you're saying is, hey man, there's no guy too high, no guy too low. Right? Shake as many hands as possible, create as many relationships as you can. That's the bottom line. And as Jimmy Hicks said, would you rather have $1 million or 1 million friends? Final Four is a place to come to try to get 1 million friends. Absolutely. And they just get follow up, getting detail, getting information, and calling guys and create relationships. Because again, forget about whether today's whatever is the next head coach. It can help you get the next assistant coach's job. We were talking to T yesterday. You know, she has some angst about not being chosen by some of them people. The first advice I would say, hey, you got to get a strong relationship and network. That's what it comes down to. You got to build your stuff. Like, I mean, I'm sure you're good at what you do. There's a whole lot of people good at what they do. There's a whole lot of people.
People
that don't get chances.
Yeah. People got to like you too, Chris.
Yeah. So they got a choice to help someone who's successful or moderately successful and help their buddy. And the tie goes to the relationship.
Gotcha.
All day long.
Absolutely. I got another one, Chris.
Yeah.
Number 2, Jimmy. Attend the coaching clinics.
Well, I want to add on.
Okay, come on.
That.
My bad.
Something I've said before, and I've told, and I've hammered this nail many of days. That is, a lot of times, young coaches, is if you've been to the Final Four a couple of times, then you try to get yourself, use your network to get yourselves in different parties, in different rooms. You're not going to get, why should you expect different results doing the same thing? There are certain people that's going to be at certain points, but if you're trying to use this Final Four for the fulfill advancement of your career, then you need to find somewhere else. You don't have to be when everybody else party. You need to be networking and grooving while other people are sitting there and getting wobbly in the evening time. That's the point. And that's the thing. Can you go and use your network? Hey man, I had many coaches, man, years. They always will call. I know they probably did some with Chris Walker. They'll call you and say, hey man, I want to just roll with this, take me with you a couple places, man. I want to, and sometimes you don't really want everybody in your space when you're going to have meetings. And then there was one person you let them ride along like Denzel on training day. Come on, let me show you something. Come on with me. And that means your network is paying off. If you have enough people in your network, then it should yield you being invited to an extra dinner, an extra lunch, a breakfast, or even somebody's suite that you had no idea existed while you were at the Final Four.
I like that, Chris. I like that, Jim. I got another one for y'all. Attend the coaching clinics. They are valuable. A lot of good coaches, and it's a good way to meet people by talking about what you learned at the clinic.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, if you can spend time and you can block time off to do it, I would definitely do that. I think that's beneficial to guys to get to know people. Also, it provides a view of you that lets you know that you're serious about where you're going. Because at the end of the day, this is a coaches convention, so you should be doing some coaching stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where you're coming out and taking, walk through the convention center, see what the new products are from software standpoint is available. Where's the sport going? Different toss back. The boys probably here with the toss back. I'm sure those guys are probably somewhere around there. What's that group y'all had with the little toss back, shoot the ball and come back to you?
The grind.
Stuff like that's here. They got all type of stuff like that going on. People selling uniforms. So there's a bunch of different things. You got to realize the coaches convention is not just for college basketball.
Oh.
The coaches convention is high school, AAU. It's everybody in the country.
Yes.
Not just the college basketball guys. So you're talking about hundreds of thousands of people here that are affiliated with the sport. So it's one of the best events, I've ever been to. And it's a great time. You hang out. The other thing is the guys that you see on TV, guys that are far more popular than me, you can hang out with them, have a beer with them, talk shop with them. So you know, and a lot of most of them are gracious and they'll be very respectful and, you know, talk to you and all that kind of stuff. So it's a unique event. But obviously it's only Saturday and Monday, but there's a ton of events. We got one of them that leads up to the weekend, and it's just a way to provide people a way to come and meet and greet. That's all it is. Because that's how you get jobs. That's how you move ahead, is by people you know, period.
Is my homeboy there? Is Alan Brent? You got something to say? Alan Brandt's there yet? And Jimmy, you got something to add on to that?
Huh? He was a little wobbly last night.
Yeah, Alan Branch, he'll be at the happy hour mixer this afternoon, and of course we'll be at Baldwin and Company. Well, this afternoon we'll be at the NOLA Art and Wine Bar. The NOLA.
Oh, it's two different places. See, I didn't know that. So
they're right next door to each other. They're
okay.
They're connected. They're both connected by a courtyard. So there's a courtyard. You go in through the front door on one street, and both businesses are what they call they occupy like cattle corner on the same block. You go in through the front door on one street, and you go in and that back door leads you to the courtyard, which you go into the back door of the other place, which has a front door on the adjacent intersecting street on the same corner. So it's really neat the way it is. And once you get to it, it's like, okay, it has that feel of the Heights. If you're in Houston, you feel like you're in the Heights, you know, over in University Village, and Rice University. Right. That's the feel, the vibe that it has in this place right now. And now I know you want to ask, like I said, there's so much stuff, man, and like a lot of people think about it like this. The Final Four is in Houston next year. Mm-hmm. And as Chris Walker just mentioned about this thing is a coaches convention. That's why the convention center is normally the hub for a lot of different companies to utilize and to help broaden their businesses. So you go through the convention center, there's everything from scoreboard companies to uniform companies to analytics is very important. They're every 5 steps, probably through the convention. Somebody else displaying their analytics, and it's just so many things. And so my thing is, a lot of your high school coaches, you can go the same thing, similar that you would get at your local state tournament. Because I'm sorry, not the state tournament, but the local coaches convention in whatever your respective state is. Multiply that times 10, maybe times 100. This is what you can get at the Final Four. A lot of that stuff is no admission. They have a lot of things for the families, for the kiddos, a lot of stuff that takes place, concert, music, no charge. And which is and in exchange, you have to realize it's an economic home run for New Orleans, as I mentioned earlier, because you have 4 blue bloods. Those alumni bases are thick. That means these people from all different parts of the country coming to converge here and root for their teams and spend money. Restaurants, you know, everybody that doesn't get the chance to eat crawfish or meat pies. Hell, I had a meat pie for brunch today. Chris Walker looked at me like, man, what's that? You been from Houston on the meat pies. You know what I'm saying? I should take half his black card. I should clip it right there. Like, what's that? He got an apple pie with meat in it. I don't know, Chris, it's meat.
I don't blame Chris. I don't like that mess either.
A meat pie is basically what you put inside of it, Howard.
I know, but I know I don't like them though. I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I ain't never liked them. I never liked it. I mean, but it's all right, Chris. Chris, get you a beignet.
A beignet.
A beignet. I call it beignet. Yeah, you can yet it all you want to.
So now tell me this, Al. I noticed last night, I was laying down last night, the Lakers lost again. So it's officially shut down? Is it shut down?
No, we're not shutting down because he got to win the scoring title.
He don't have to score no more than a scoring title.
I don't know if he had to play a number of games to do it.
Man,
He's
I don't want to
qualified.
make Chris. I don't want Chris mad at me, man.
Exactly. So don't do it.
Well, I got one for you. I got one for Chris. This is good news. You might have missed it 2 weeks ago, about a week and a half ago. I broke, well, not broke the news. I shared the news that it just came out on that particular day. A judge in one of the high courts had ruled that the documents for the New York Yankees, in regard to their cheating, their scandal that had been sealed since 2017, they'll be able to unseal those documents, their report, right, from the commissioner. This was a week or so ago, Hal, and I'll be doggone if today, right, Brian Cashman, in an interview, he comes and not only does he call the cites the Astros, but he calls them the cheating circumstance in 2017 when they lost to the Astros. That contributed to their drop. The cheating circumstance. Now, of all the people, mind you, they're about to unseal your documents. That New York Yankees already said, Your Honor, if you unseal this stuff, it could be detrimental to the history of our organization. Yankees don't cheat, huh?
Don't listen to them, man. They just don't want personal information out there. That's all it is, Hatter.
Yeah, a lot of
He's
stuff,
still
Jimmy,
trying to
just
prove-
goes. See, what happened when you open one piece of information, some more information gonna come out. Then you open it up Pandora's box, and them people got too many
Right.
secrets. Jimmy, I see some work walking behind you. So I see y'all got. I see y'all got people.
We got people behind
Man,
us.
this thing is happening over. You don't remember?
I
there's
know
people
it.
outside.
I'm watching. Hey,
Oh,
I'm
thank
always
you.
watching. I'm
And guess
always
what? They
watching.
buying them books. A lot of coaches are going to come in. They have the opportunity to buy books. They'll ship them to your city.
Chris,
and walk around with these books.
Chris, you didn't bring none of your books.
Man, I didn't really know where we were coming, man.
Oh, okay.
Mess that up.
I didn't really understand fully where we were coming.
I got you. I got you.
check it out.
And Jimmy, I can't let you do my niece like this. Kim Jackson said the whole Boom Room room was supposed to be in New Orleans this year. What the hell happened? Were you just going to wait to come to Houston?
Wait, they come to Houston because we didn't think they economically they had formed a committee. Remember?
Yeah,
and Kim and the rest of the ladies, Mindy and the rest of the ladies, and Marissa and all of us had formed a committee. Brandy Nicholson, you had formed a committee. I don't know what happened to the committee. Trina Williams moved on. You supposed to be on the committee as well, and to help. But guess what? Let's get serious about it for next year.
Yeah.
That way we can have a big bang.
Yeah.
Not just one thing. I'm telling you, that will be a big bang for next year when the Final Four comes to H-Town.
And Chris, take a look at the logistics and the lay of the land, and pay very attention to this because this gonna be our whole city. This is where you were born. So you're gonna have to probably do by next year. You're gonna be in blow. I'm telling you, receive this right now. You're gonna be to a height that you never even thought about. So we're gonna have to Thursday, Friday, we're gonna have to figure out is some things that we have to do next year. You might have a new book out next year. So we're going to have to figure some things out and take advantage of when we got a superstar in our midst. We got to take it, and that's from the hometown. And we got to think about that. You might have to be one of the ambassadors to this city. You with CBS, whoever whoever you might be with next year. So we got to think about that, Jimmy, when we're doing that, Chris.
Oh man, Chris,
We definitely gotta have a Top Shot party, man.
Oh yeah, but Chris, we having that today. Next year we got to do more. You remember? Let me tell you something. We always want to do. Our potential is more. Our potential is more than what we did yesterday. We did that. We got to do something bigger next year. We got the Chop Shop party. We got to do something bigger next year. All right.
Well, I got a few logs on the fire, including an unsigned senior showcase, a JUCO showcase, as well as a tournament, so that some of the guys in RCS Sports under the umbrella be able to to be able to eat and as well to help economically. A lot of these people take benefit because this, once again, as Chris just said a while ago, this isn't just Division I coaches that are here. You know, a lot of non-Division I coaches are in town at the Final Four trying to network to advance their careers. So if they're in town, legally they can attend an unsigned senior or a transfer portal showcase, you know, and that's why it has benefits. We gonna, I mean, and I've already met with people at the city of Houston about getting the Fundy Recreation Center for next year in Houston. And you know, you gotta realize the boss of the city of Houston right now, Park and Rec, he and Sandra, they worked together years back before she got into the education sector. She was with the city of Houston in Parks and Rec. So they worked alongside of each other. It's a small world and stuff. Now he's the boss in the Park and Rec. And he was instrumental back in the days when they had the, in February of 2006, when they had the All-Star game in Houston and Black History, we had, and thanks to the Park and Rec in the city of Houston at that time, I was able to put together the first high school basketball game in the Fundy Recreation Center. That's Black History. It was Bel Air High School featuring Jay Lucas against Tweety Carter and his Riverside High School out of Louisiana. Shout out to Tweety Carter because Baylor just brought him back in on their staff, which is great to see him look out for this young man who was the all-time leading scorer in the history of Louisiana basketball. But so things like that, you know, if opportunities that present themselves during the Final Four, you guys have ideas, send us an email, chopshophtx@gmail.com. Chopshophtx@gmail.com. It's basically whatever you have ideas on things that, or some things that you would like for us to possibly pursue or present itself, then, you know, we take your ideas and we try to make it happen. Because after all, this stuff is for you guys. And while we're going to ask you to do that, we're also going to ask you to share the show. Share the show to your timelines. Share the show to your groups real quick. Give us a good share. And meanwhile, I want to ask Chris his thoughts on the run through the March Madness with St. Peter's, and now it resulting in Shaheen Holloway being named the head coach at Seton Hall at his alma mater. What's the atmosphere on that high?
I think it's great. I mean, they were certainly excited. I mean, the AD that hired him at St. Peter's is now the AD at Seton Hall. So you can see how, you know, things happen sometimes. It's just connectivity. You know, at the end of the day, it wasn't luck what Shaheen did. He put himself in a position to be successful. He could have not won, and then we would have known, or it would have taken longer for him to become the head coach at St. Peter's. But the bottom line is, I like when alums bring their own back. He certainly cut out for the job, and he did something that no one else has ever done. And at the end of the day, he's just a really, really, really good person. My mom was crying. She texted me like, "I'm crying that they lost." What you crying for? That man better get paid $2 million. What we crying for him? She just said, "I love the way he taught his team. He did this." It was funny. That's the association. I did a podcast with the commissioner of the CIAA, Jackie McWilliams, and she said, like, Black folks love to see their own doing good. They love it, man. They love it when they're doing good. Like the mamas and stuff, they be like, I wish he was my son. Or that's why I envision, you know, my little cousin are doing this. They love to see us shining in the brightest light. That's why that thing that happened the other night was so crazy for us, because we know what it's like when we got to feel like we're the only ones, or we're doing something that, man, you still got people to this day, right now this day, 2022, saying stuff like, this is going to be the first kid ever graduate in our generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. There's still stuff like that happening in 2022.
You talking about in families?
So,
talking about
in families, yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, when we see, so there's a lot of things that are really cool that are happening to see Shaheen get an opportunity. And I'm going to tell you something, the Big East, I had Stu Jackson also on the podcast the other day. The Big East, 6 of the 11 coaches are African-American.
Yes.
So they're forward thinking. Again, they're inner city schools, you know, thanks to the presidents and those guys that are Hey man, if 75% of the people play it, why should 75% of them coach them?
Absolutely.
That's what I see.
Well, that's what's happening
You know, so
in AAC in the American Conference. Yeah, they got 7. I think that's 7.
And the big, and you said the Big East. You said they got 6. The Big East has.
They got 7. Big East has 7.
He 7.
They got 7. Big East
Well,
got
7.
He
makes 7.
Yeah, and then Pac-12 has 0.
0.
Pac-12 has 0.
Now we were last, which was again, that's a whole other story for another day. Listen,
Well,
I gotta
Chris,
run. I gotta go.
You got to do what?
What's that? I have to go. I gotta go do some rehearsal stuff. And
Okay.
Jimmy gonna hear, but we're gonna do it up. I thought you was gonna come. Of course, you ghost us.
No,
like you
I
always
ain't,
do,
Chris.
man.
Chris
You
is a
know,
plane waiting on me, man. Just hold up. Shit, that might they slow
got a
down.
PJ
man.
waiting for you?
No, Southwest.
Huh?
Southwest.
Well, we know you stayed at. Hey, listen, we know you stayed at the Ritz when you get here, so you know.
Man, I love that spot, man. That wrist trying to run up in me, man, today. I said, oh, no, sir. Jim.
Chop, I see you guys.
All right, we'll see you later, Chris.
Hey, by the time the Chop Shop comes back on next week, right?
Yeah.
By the time the Chop Shop comes back on, what's this? Oh Lord, Snowbird. Yo, Robin, yo, Walter Yates.
I hate him.
He need to go money game. He need to
Listen,
like it's a money game.
listen, I know your money funny right now, Walter Yates, but don't get in an Uber, man, and call away to New Orleans, man. Just jump in the Uber. We'll pay for a third of it.
Hey, Walter, I got a suite.
Crazy, man. I got to run. Listen, by Monday, we'll be talking about Villanova Duke in the championship.
Okay, I like that. All right. Okay.
Yeah. All right, man. See you after a while. That's Chris Walker, guys. And okay, hey, he's about to go out there and stop there and check out some of those books on the wall. Of course, we get the Baldwin and Company.
Scoot yourself over, Jimmy. Jenny, center yourself. Go over a little bit. Yeah, Troy Quiz. Yeah, there you go. So you can be in the middle. All right. I'll move the camera. You could have moved the camera. Yeah.
Yeah. I could have just.
Man, hey, man. This is fun. I'm glad I couldn't get out today, y'all. I had meetings this morning. But, boy, I think, but all I can tell y'all, if y'all was to look right over there, them bags packed and ready to roll. I keep a bag packed now. That's why I asked y'all how cold it was up there. But
no, it's not cold.
But Jimmy, did you see what happened today though? With Bruce Arians? Bruce Arians retired. He resigned as the coach, and Todd Bowles is the head coach at Tampa Bay now.
Another black head coach. Is he interim or is he head coach?
No, he the head coach.
Okay.
And Jimmy, they did it. Look how slick they did it. They did it because after March 1st is a new business year. So they didn't have to go through the Rooney Rule stuff. They can hire who they want to right now because it's the new March 1st, the new business year. If it had happened after the season was over with, you have to.
April 1st.
No. March 1st is their new year. March 1st is the new year of basketball. I mean, football. March 1st. Every March 1st is the new, they call it, that's when they start business. March the 1st. So soon as it was, people think it's conspicuous because he did it that way. But what he said was he wanted to give Todd Bowles a chance to have a team that can win. He didn't have a team that can win in New York. So he said, look here, I got the power. I'm stepping down right now. And he is the coach. Now all Todd Bowles got to go is win. He got the best one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And he got a chance to win this year. Shout out to Bruce Arians because he's been known to hire more black coaches than anybody in the. And Jimmy, Tampa Bay has had 4 black coaches in its history. That's 2 more than any other franchise ever rehiring them a black coach. That's 2 times more than anybody else. Yeah.
I mean, that's a fantastic thing. And so now, of course, Bruce Arians going into the front office as an advisor, I guess, to the football program. What does that role translate that role?
Oh, he's gonna be an advisor. In other words, he ain't gonna be. He gonna be up in, instead of him being on the field all the time, he can be up in the field overlooking the practice. He don't have to be hands-on. You got to understand, he's a guy that he ain't the healthiest guy in the world. He smokes cigars and drink liquor every day. And he got, he ain't, so he, but I just think about what he's doing. And I know him and Tom Brady got tired of him last year a little bit. And Jamie, I think this was all the plan all the time. You remember Tom Brady retired. And Tom, they worked that thing out. So Tom, okay, Todd Bowles is the man. You got to understand, Todd Bowles is quiet and don't say nothing. And guess what? They're going to lift, they're going to give Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator, more responsibility. He's going to be more like an assistant head coach. And also, so to promote him, for his next step. It's just a lot of dynamics going on in that franchise, man. That Glazier family, they are really forward thinking and hiring people who can do, not only because they're black, because they can do a great job.
I mean, that's an awesome thing. Yeah. And with Tampa Bay, you get a brother getting a chance to. Would this be Brady's first time being coached by a black man?
Yeah, head coach. He was coached by Brian Leftwich last year.
No, that's what I'm talking about. As a head coach.
Yeah.
In his life.
Oh,
his life.
Yes. Because the coach was at college was black. Was white. And his high school coach was white. Yeah. First time. Yeah.
So, black history.
Think about this, Jimmy. You remember when Tom Brady came when he first moved to town, Tampa, and he went over to the wrong person's house? Did y'all remember that? He thought he was going to Byron Leftwich. He thought he was born. So him and Byron Leftwich, they got this relationship, man. Tom Brady could have left, Jimmy. John Brady liked the way these two men treat him respect and love his input. He could have left, Jimmy. He didn't have to come back and play. He could have went anywhere. He chose to come back there, and he knew this was going to be the scenario. So take your hat off to him. Y'all was worried about the hat that he had in his locker. Y'all take off your hat to him about that also.
Yes, that's a good thing. Yeah. Good thing. So football season, of course, will be creeping on us. Baseball season starts up within 10. We are approximately a week away. I think next weekend it will be the start. Next week will be the start of Major League Baseball season. I think the Astros have said that Valdez is going to be their opener for opening day. Verlander is going to not pitch the second game, but the third game. And of the season, Verlander will make his debut.
I'm be
quite
there.
Sure that
is it
no, they start on the road. I think they're against the Angels, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody could double check it. But they're on the road this season. Remember, they would have started at home had it not been for the delay in the negotiations with the owners and the players.
Yeah.
It would have been hosting New York Yankees, of all people. We had them coming in town for a 3 or 4 game stand. Shout out, I see Alfio Vizzi and join us. And Derek Daniels, legendary Fort Worth Dunbar guard Derek Daniels is on there, who for many of years had the record for the most assists in I want to say University of Houston, as well as Fort Worth Dunbar history. So shout out to him on that. Also, I noticed something that's growing, and you guys know down here, one of the things that I told you guys, these cheat sheet books are hot off the press. A lot of the college coaches will get these booklets. They will get these booklets this evening at the Final Four mixed with, hosted by the Chop Shop and friends. Chris Walker, Alan Branch, Chad Grove, Accelerated Metrics, But inside of this thing on the first page, as I told you guys the other day, you missed it, is we have a list of the players from out of Greater Houston in the transfer portal, right? And it's 25 as of yesterday when we printed these booklets. 2 more has added themselves into the portal, makes it 27. And it's a growing number of players, and it, you know, that's, understand, we talked about the transfer portal yesterday, and the thing about it, you can see that list on rcssports.com, right on the front of our website. Doug Jones keeps it populated. And I think on the list on the website, he even gives you the grassroots pro team or the last grassroots team for which each young man played for. And you gotta realize, everybody transfer, it doesn't mean a bad thing. And it doesn't mean a bad thing, because transfer portal, it includes graduates. As let's say, for example, a player that's depleted his, exhausted his 4 years of eligibility at one school, he can go and play that 5th year at another school without sitting out. So just because you're in the portal does not mean that it's bad. Some players may have played their way out of let's say of range at a certain program, and they feel they want to go and test their skills against a better crowd of talent. You know, that may be the reason for some. Then there's others who've gotten pushed out. There's others that you know, basically the coach letting them know early. You don't normally they have those conversations in mid-May, where a coach will tell a kid, they call them an exit interview. Like, let them know what you need to work on over the summer, what their expectations for you is over the summer, in the off season, how, you know, where they recommend you come on back and go to summer school to get your credits up and whatnot. And then they will also let you know, I think it might be best because next year we're looking at playing you this in this slot, maybe 8 minutes, 8 to 12, maybe 4 to 8. We have other guys coming in. It don't look good for you. So we let you know right now, we'll help you anywhere where you want to go. And you want to go somewhere, we'll give you a full endorsement. That's what they say.
But colleges, Jimmy, colleges are doing that. Look at the thing that happened with Bryson Gresham and U of H. U of H said, look, man, hey man, this boy he had to change his address. You don't have to change his address. You know, you don't have to change zip codes. He can go over here and play for TSU. Johnny Jones and Coach Sampson talked that thing out. Bryson Gresham went over to TSU and had a great year at TSU. That kind of stuff. So, I mean, it can be a good thing. See, people think it's bad because of they talk about the high school players. But Jimmy, Coach T yesterday hit me so well because I was so eloquently put, because I never heard anybody say it like that. She said, they not left on the road, Robert. They're left on the road. They're not left there. They left on the road. They just so some more buses are passing by. They just can't just keep letting the buses pass by, Jimmy. Tell me, I don't like that bus. I don't want that bus. They got to get on one of them buses if they want to play college basketball.
You just brought up something that I want that made me just think about. Yesterday, I think one of the young men, somebody sent me a screenshot. Somebody sent me a tweet that a young man had put out, and he's asking, why am I being slept on like so much? And it hit me, and I want to quote that tweet properly. I want to quote it properly. I'm looking for the person that sent it to me, and I'm looking down. And because this is serious to me, and I have here you go right here. Why am I so left on? What else y'all want to see? And this is from a young man named Sam Bradford He's a senior, one of the top unsigned seniors in Greater Houston, if not the state of Texas, right? And Sam Bradford is about 6'5". He attends Goose Creek Memorial. They had a great season this year in the 5A ranks. He's currently playing with TJ Ford Academy this summer. Well, and he played with the JL3 Elite program on the EYBL circuit last summer.
Oh, I remember him.
So here's one thing. First of all, everybody that plays on the sneaker circuit don't get Division I scholarships. That's first of all.
Okay.
I can go give you guys a whole laundry list. I can start with Team Harden just 3 summers ago, where they went a whole summer, didn't have a single guy get an offer until later on. First of all, so that energy make it the same across the board. But with Sam Bradford, listen, young man, we all know for a fact you had a committable offer to Lamar University, which is Division I, last time I checked. Alvin Brooks, when he first got the job, you were the first high school player that he went and physically to go see.
Okay.
They offered you a scholarship. You chose to gamble on yourself. You know what gamble means? You're taking a risk. You're taking a chance. You gambled on yourself. Then then a couple of months later, Texas A&M came in. And remember, I came on the Chop Shop and I was livid about that because I don't like when, and I said, and I took a lot of heat because somebody in Sam Bradford's family sent me a DM. Basically, you know, it was a nasty DM.
What?
Basically said, I don't know what I'm talking. Basically, I don't know what I'm talking about. And I see you. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. If only I know I wasn't there. I wasn't in the room. I don't know what was said. He has an offer from Texas A&M. And my thing was, well, we got an offer from him when he committed.
I remember.
I said, if he has an offer to commit, I bet my right pocket. I let you pick one of them banks. I bet a bank account. If he tried to commit, that they would not take the commitment. Or if he tried to sign when November the 12th, the second Wednesday November comes. I said it to them privately. Then I had a conversation with the coaches at Texas A&M. And I pleaded with them, stop doing this to our kids. I know I just got the assistant coach that did it, just got the job. They're good people. Good people can do stuff and not understand the ramification that it can have.
Right.
Because this kid thought in his mind and his family thought that the Texas A&M offer, we know what it normally would do. It would serve as a calling call to let other schools in the Southeastern Conference think that, okay, well, A&M just offered this kid. We got to get on it. Maybe Ole Miss an offer. Maybe Mississippi State an offer. Maybe Florida offer. Maybe Alabama offer. Maybe LSU offer. That's what the hopes is when you get that one offer. And some people just want to help people out, but this wasn't the case. Because I saw what it was going to do. It was going to make them ignore Lamar. If Division I means that much to you and you only have one committable offer, that kid's on the defense, how's that kid supposed to know that's a committable offer or not? The difference. How's he supposed to know, Hatter? But the thing is, it's ways you can find out if you ask the right questions, or if you just play, you know what, I'm going to call a bluff. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna see what they say. You can't freaking sign until the second Wednesday of November. Or if you're in the spring, you can't sign until the second Wednesday of April. So if a school is offering you, call the bluff. Tell them you want to commit. They're gonna say, let me get the coach on the phone, we're gonna make it happen. Okay. Call and watch what happens. You're gonna go to voicemail. They're gonna tell you that they're getting ready to get on the airplane. They're gonna call you when they land. They're gonna tell you, I'm just telling you different stuff. I've seen it. I've had the coaches tell me, because I asked them, what do y'all tell a person they say they're ready to commit? They ready to call your bluff. Cheat, you tripping, man. They ain't gonna do that. We know the kids ain't gonna commit. But I'm saying, but what about that one that is gonna listen to the chop shop and call your bluff? Now you still good with me. I'm still rock with you, but I just don't condone that. And so when you come back and say, why are people sleeping on me? You're as good as your offers in the recruiting business. Now you have the capacity to get better. And guess what? TJ Ford basketball, that team will be playing in the live period in front of college coaches, whatever city they're going to play in. That's your audition. Embrace it. And but you know what? One thing about it, while you're playing as an unsigned senior, there are countless others around the country playing as unsigned seniors. And you know what that means? They're going to look for you to be consistently productive. Consistently productive throughout the weekend. You can't cherry pick that one game, Heather, and say, look what I did. Look what he did against this team. Man, I saw him. He was cooking that day. But you don't hear nothing else until they cook again. But that college coach, that assistant coach may see you on that game you was cooking. He's going to go get his boss, who the boss already has a schedule in April. Every head coach out there has a certain amount of games that they're going to see that they're on their schedule. Recommended games, see this kid. Every coach out there is on the road. They pretty much know already where they're going to be at next weekend and what hour, who they're going to see. But a good thing is, if Hatter is a coach and he's going to court 2 at 10 a.m., well, guess what? If the right person is in the building, just say if a person like me is in the building, and I know, and the coach is watching on court 2, if I have a relationship with that coach, I'm going to influence him to slide over at halftime of his game on court 2. Come check out this kid on court 3. Right next to you. They're playing at 10 o'clock. Just come check him out. Now, he only has a 2 to 4 minute window of a halftime of that other game he's evaluating. It's no different than that coach going to use the restroom. But you have to have influence with a college coach to get him to go do that. That can be priceless. Or to let that coach know that you even exist. That coach may not even know you exist just because the team is playing. And a lot of things like that, you don't understand the value of certain people until you are in that building at that moment and you can see them interacting with those college coaches for the betterment of your kids. That's the part that I tell you guys to pay attention to all the time. That people walk around with their eyes closed on purpose. You don't have to pay for that. If a person, see, I want y'all to, you can quote me on this. Yeah. Yes, I'm in love with Houston basketball, Greater Houston basketball. But I love the entire state of Texas basketball.
Of course.
You see?
Of course.
So a lot of y'all ain't never been around me when I'm out of yes. Come on in, Eric. When I'm out of state and I'm rooting for your babies.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And this is the manager. This is one of the managers of the ball when it comes to Eric. Eric
What's up,
slid
Eric?
on in.
How you doing?
Hey, Alan, he got a bag filled with hundreds. It came open a while ago. Filled with hundreds.
Hey, don't be saying that on air. I want nobody to mess with on Eric. What's up, Eric?
Eric, what's the top 3 selling books right now they should consider at Baldwin & Company?
Well, you know, DJ recommended to me Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Go Tell It on the Mountain is one.
Another one is the Gumbo Coalition.
The Gumbo Coalition, okay.
That ain't Baldwin. That's a classic. Go Tell It on the Mountain right there. That's a classic right there. And the Gumbo Coalition is another.
Okay.
And you guys understand, write that down. That's Eric. You gotta go make some sales, make money around here.
I'm watching.
No, this place is filled with books everywhere.
I'm watching.
But But I was saying to you, getting you guys tips on understanding as you approach the live period next week. And it kind of got me on that tweet by the young man saying, "Why am I being slept on?" And that's it felt really sincere, and I can feel the pain because understand. Somebody may have led him to believe that you played on. He started on the EYB alongside Bryce Griggs and Terrence Arsenault.
Yes.
And so you can
coaches
feel
just
some
seen
days.
him, Jimmy. So I think he talking to the coaches that like the coaches, y'all didn't believe in me. He know he been seen by these people. You know, I mean, he know he been seen. He been on the biggest stage, Jimmy. This kid, so it's just, man, somebody, and he's 6'5".
Yeah. I mean, guys, understand something. Man. All eggs don't hatch on the same day.
Right.
They really don't. We say it all the time. And you guys understand something. This stuff ain't nothing to play with. Stop playing with this recruiting game.
Okay.
You are playing against the casino. Chances are your ass is going to crap out. Chances are. The odds are against you if you're going to play around with this stuff. That's why I said all the time. And nobody has answered me with an understandable, reasonable explanation when a kid only has one offer. Or if you think an offer coming from out of the normal range of schools. Think about it. You got an offer from Lamar. You have no other offers, but A&M come along and offer you. That's not the same range.
See, Curtis George just said something to me because I've never seen the kid play. Curtis George said he's 6'5", but he got a big man game. So he's a 6'5" guy. He don't play guard? So he's not a 6'5" guard?
No, he's not
so he's a tweener. What I understand, he's a tweener.
He has heavy legs, but it just depends on what's on the court with him. He's a talented player. He's a Division I prospect. However, all you need is one school, and all you can commit to is one school. And so what happens to him is he goes and they let that, as Coach T said yesterday, that bus left because Lamar University, they suffered they had a horrible rookie season for Coach Brooks and his staff.
Right.
Well, they feel now that the opportunity that was there for this young man is not there anymore because they need immediate help. Older,
right.
Transfer player.
Yeah.
So they offered him. They're not going to put it out there and make it like they have to beg you.
Right.
The offer was there. So why come people try to act like it ain't happened?
So he ain't been really slept on. He's had an offer. He just didn't take that bus. He didn't get on that bus.
And then I think John Urey came and tried to. He mentioned somebody sent me a tweet for John, and I got a comment for you, John.
Yeah.
As I always do.
Get it.
John mentioned. I'm a paraphrase. In other words, he posed the question: how can a person play one of these kids play on the EYBL and not have Division I offer? Well, John, let me take you back to 22 years ago, when you coached the Houston Superstars. Right? You had players on that team that did not have Division I offers. How could they play on Adidas circuit with one of the most storied programs, not storied, historical programs? That's the word I'm using in the history of Greater Houston basketball. And you had players on that team that did not have Division I offers. They had to go D3, NAIA, and not just because of grades. I'm not talking about the Curtis Walkers who had a Division I opportunity, but he wasn't academic qualified. I'm talking about kids like Dante Yates from Willow Ridge High School on that same team that had no Division I offers that played for you. You know, and Tree Rollins. I say Tree. Yeah, his nickname was Tree. Can't remember his first name. So that's the thing. You know, people go and take the narrative. Ooh, how can a guy play on the summer? Hey, it happens. But this young man, Sam Bradford, had offer, guys. He had an offer. Let it pass by. Should have took that offer, or at least try to commit to A&M. If you tried to commit to Texas A&M, they would not have accepted your commitment. And know what that would have done? It would have helped the entire city, because then the gig would have been up. People would have saw that, oh, so they got an offer and somebody actually tried to commit, they wouldn't take it. It would have helped end that practice for which so many coaches, I'm not saying they're doing it purposely. Some coaches feel they have to do it in order to keep up with the masses, or to make somebody happy, or to do somebody a favor, which is making them happy. But it's, at the end of the day, it's all not good for the recruitment of our players, because it makes them think that the other school that they can really play for, they're too big for them. And I understand that, but it ain't cool. It ain't cool at all. And so, what we got? Somebody said something on the Boom Boom Room.
Rick Brown told me he got a 6'7", almost 6'8", 200-pound wing, 22 wing that can shoot, handle it, and pass the rock. But all the schools are waiting on the portal before they offer. But Rick, you feel they can? I mean, he can do all of that, but maybe not at the level that they want him to do it. He might be able to do all of that at what you say. But if they telling you where they waiting on the portal, then, I mean, he just got to wait on the portal. Jimmy, I mean, everybody be telling me that, Rick, nothing against you. Kid Mike can do all you say he can do. But if college coaches don't like it, I mean, ain't nothing we can do, because, Rick, me and you not college coaches. You got college coaches you got a whole team, Murray State, Jimmy. They said they lost their whole damn team. Why they ain't calling? I guess Murray State said, oh, hell no, I'm going in the portal and replenish all of them dudes that just went in the portal for me. I'm finna go get me some. Jimmy, all I can say to these high school players, man, you got to do something special, man, these days, man. You got to do something special, Jimmy, to get these guys' eyes. Because
that statement that you just read from Rick Brown, there's something that's missing from that, and this is where it be misleading. Because there are many people that just read that on the Boom Boom Room that may not really that may not get the true value of what he meant, or what his words say. He says that in the second half he said he can do all this stuff. He's 6'7", do all this stuff, but all the schools are waiting on the portal. Here's what you meant, Rick. You meant all the D1 schools. Because I guarantee you there's a non-Division I school that would take him. Walter Yates is a head coach of an NAIA school right now that probably would take him if he does with everything you described right now on site. And now you ain't got to watch him play. Walt would offer him a scholarship or offer him an opportunity to come and meet with him and check him out. Absolutely. Guaranteed. Absolutely. For benefit of the chops. You know what's happening? Y'all ain't trying to hear what Walt Yates said.
Oh, Jimmy, I like that, Jimmy. I like that.
You know what he's saying? You waiting on the division, waiting on that bus that ain't running a route on your street no more.
I like that, Jimbo. I like that. Thank you for that information. Thank you. So hey, Kid Gamble said Kid had 2 points in the game last weekend. Who are you talking about? Oh, well then, okay. Well, Rick Brown, I got you. He said he got offers, and he don't want to take. He's still waiting on them D1 schools. All right, keep on waiting.
What I'm saying, see what I just said?
You in it, Jimmy? Jimmy, you a bad man.
Thanks. I'm telling you, when I'm reading this stuff, if you add that in there, then the understanding would be there, because otherwise people would think he has no offers.
Yes.
Nobody wants him.
I just said
and
6'7".
Sleeping on him. Guess what? Now that's solid. He has 3 D2s and he has some JUCOs.
Okay.
So guess what?
That's his level.
He has options. So either gonna take a gamble on himself and keep playing with you, Rick, through the rest of the spring. Your job is to help him And that's the thing, that's another thing. Grassroots coaches out there, I'll leave you this one, my last topic before we get ready to land this plane.
All right.
You guys out there with these unsigned seniors and parents, I need you to listen to, relatives as well. This is real serious. The objective is for you to only be with that team during the spring. Your objective ain't to be worried about where they're going to travel to in July or June. Your objective is to hit it out the park and get your offers in April during the live periods. If things go like that, then that grassroots program has served their due diligence of your son, of helping put him on the platform for him to go and showcase his talents. If that doesn't happen, then you have to make a business decision. You got to make a business decision. You're going to keep playing all the way through July, or you're going to cut your losses and take some of those subdivision 1 offers on the table and go with it so you can get your buddy.
I'm so glad you told me that. I'm glad you clarified that for me. Man, hey, man, these guys better quit playing with these offers, man. Go to a D1. Man, we keep telling you about Chandler Jacobs. He went up there to Dallas Baptist and said, man, I'm finna go up here and ball. He went up and balled, and now he's at Colorado State. I mean, one of the integral parts of their team. Because what? He didn't sit back and think, I'm D1. I'm D1. I'm too D1 for these dudes. No, dude, if that's who offering you, that's your range. If that's who offering you right now. Man, get one of them offers and go do your thing. It don't take, man. Go do your thing a year and get in the portal. Duh. Boy. Jimmy, how long is this portal stuff gonna last? Is they gonna ever adjust that? Or it's forever now?
Right now, it's a long-standing thing because, as Chris Walker said, it helps put power with the people. It helps give the people. Remember, before you were prisoners of the program.
Yeah.
They had to release you.
Yeah.
Before you get in the portal. So now you at least you have the opportunity. You're in total control. But the thing was, people thought they can go get in the portal. It also gave the coaches power because certain coaches can't wait for some of these kids to get their ass in the portal. Because now what they're going to do, they're going to give your scholarship away. Because now people start to realize that scholarships aren't 4-year renewable every year. They're year to year at the Division I level. That's what people don't. A lot of people have no earthly idea. That's a different topic for a different day. It's 1 year, year to year.
I got you.
That's why they meet with those young men every second week in May, right after final exams, and let them know whether they plan on bringing them back or not.
And Trey, I know the portal was already there, but they didn't call it the portal like they call it now. And then these kids are not obligated to sit out a year. That's the kind of portal I'm talking about. I ain't talking about that portal. You can go until you can transfer, but you got to wait out a year. I'm talking about this new portal, this amended portal that allows you to, hey, you can go to whatever school you want to. You know, that's what I'm talking about. But Jimmy, that's a good subject, man. That young man, Sam, I hope you're doing the right thing. The young guy with Rick Brown, I hope you're doing the right thing, man. I just, man, get somewhere, man, and just play. You want to play. You know, you're going to see these teams tomorrow night or Saturday night. You ain't going to see but 5 people off each team play. What's the rest of them guys going to do? They sitting there watching. So you want to go watch and sit on the bench and watch them dudes play? Are you ready to be somewhere playing? They already told you ain't but 5 or 6 of these guys playing, Jimmy, from most of these teams, man, other than North Carolina.
All you do is look, open your eyes, man. It's there. Open your eyes. I understand the feeling you're thinking it can't happen to you.
I know.
But just open your eyes. That coach ain't fisted. They got coaches in the Final Four getting them playing 6, 7 guys.
Yes.
If you went to the Final Four playing 6, 7 guys, what if you start doing playing 10 next year?
And them guys, they're probably going into the portal. They just waiting on the thing to be up. Man, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I sit there and rode around for a month and a half with these TSU boys. I would have never thought one of them was going to go. They show mask it and hide it. I wouldn't have never thought one of them was talking about getting in the portal.
And now you have a couple of them in there, maybe 3 or 4.
Yes. I mean, Jimmy, they fooled the hell out of me because they seemed like they was happy. And some of them play all the minutes. It's crazy, man. It's
and
crazy.
Dr. John Newsom gave us some scripture on there. He said, pride comes before destruction.
Ooh, go on, Rep. But man, let's get out of here, man. Go do your thing, man. Let me see what I'm about to do. I'm about to lose my mind up in here.
But yeah, guys, once of course we're about to land in plane. Slide on down, Dino's back, and Yabba Dabba do his thing for another great week on the Chop Shop. Be back at you guys on Monday. Make sure you guys be safe over the weekend. Like I said, if you have, got any questions, send us a message. An email, chopshoprcs@usa.com. I see Marquez Harvey. We missed his question. He say, what situation is best for a kid to decide to go prep, Marcus? I mean, it's different stroke for different folk. Go prep over what option? That's the key. Over what other option? Because at the end of the day, you are delaying the college degree. If you find yourself in that situation by going prep, then you damn sure are not likely projected to be a pro. Remember that. And that's the goal that some of these kids are being lured, thinking that, man, you could be a pro. Remember, because you say those names, you use those words so loosely when they were in the 9th, 10th grade. Man, that's a pro. That's a pro. Now, see, what's happening right now is the chickens coming home to roost for so many of you folk out there. Maybe not you, but so many other folk out there who have incorrectly or prematurely declared that certain players were better than they was, only in an effort to boost their self-esteem. That's all. And I get it, but it's hurting guys, and therefore these young men are delayed in getting college degrees. Without a college degree, you can't even go coach at your middle school. Let that soak in. You can't even coach at your middle school without a college degree. But anyway, guys, we're out of here, man. Right. Robin Haller. Of course, C-Walk is gone, man. You guys check him out this weekend. He'll be on the broadcast team for the HBCU All-Star Game, the inaugural. That means he'll have made history because you only can do it one time, have the first time. One time. Chris Walker will be on that broadcast crew of the HBCU All-Star Game. Shout out to Travis Williams for putting that thing together. And that's going to be cool. I mean, like I say, man, it's great.
Jimmy, what's the roster? Jimmy, I'll look it up. I want to get the rosters and see without knowing any of them names. Or the guys playing it.
I have the roster, but I don't have it in my circumference right now.
Okay, well just send it to me.
I'm quite sure you guys can Google that stuff because it's out there.
Okay.
But anyway, Alan, we gotta get up out of here.
I'm out, baby.
Take a deep breath. He's gonna be rocking at 4:00 Central Time down at the NOLA Art Bar, and he got it.
We out here, baby.
Eat right, food, everything. Peace. Chop shop.
We out.